So let's jump right into this worksheet. This worksheet has two parts. The first part is asking you to classify molecules as hemiacetals or acetals, but I want to save that. Even though that is easier than the reactions, I want to just get after these reactions while it's still hopefully kind of fresh in your brain. So let's just get to it. What I want you to do with these is, no matter what's going on in terms of the alcohol, the first thing that I want you to do is draw your aldehyde or your ketone exactly the way that it appears. And then I want you to take that carbon-oxygen double bond and I want you to open it up like it's a flower. Just pop it open. Once you get that, and that's sort of your base structure, then it's okay for you to go look at your alcohol. How many alcohols do you have? You've got 2 of them. Once you get that figured out, what is the carbon chain of the alcohol? Everything except for the OH. We are going to be adding the carbon chain to the oxygens, and we are going to be adding however many we have. So if we have 2 alcohols, that means we get to add 2 of the carbon chains, 1 to each of the oxygen. Here's our next example. Start by drawing the molecule exactly the way that you see it. Once you get it drawn, make sure that, and again, this is practice to help you make sure that you're not losing any carbon atoms or forgetting any parts of the molecule. Once you get it drawn, take your carbon-oxygen double bond, pop it open. Now you can go look at your alcohol, and the 2 things that you're looking at is how many alcohols am I adding, 2, and what is the carbon chain that I'm adding, CH2CH3. CH2CH3, CH2CH3. And here I'm mixing line structures with condensed structures, and that's totally okay, because doing that makes me feel more confident that I'm getting the right number of carbon atoms in the right spot. I'm kind of, matching the format of the problem as it was written, and that's totally fine to do. Here's another one. Draw the original aldehyde. Do not make any changes to it. Make sure you get all of your atoms in the right spot. Then take that carbon-oxygen double bond and pop it open. Now go figure out what you're going to do to this molecule. How many alcohols do you have? You have 2. What is the carbon chain? It's just a plain old CH3. That means we're adding 2 of them. A CH3 to one and a CH3 to the other. And we've got 2 more examples left. Draw your molecule. Draw it exactly the way that it is when you started. Take that carbon-oxygen double bond and pop it open. Now go look at your alcohols. How many do you have? You only have 1. What is the R group? What is the carbon chain? CH2CH3. So you only have 1. CH2CH3. You can only put it on 1. Don't worry about, should I put it here? Should I put it over here? Where should I put it? It won't matter. You can put it wherever you want to put it. You only put 1 on there. The oxygen that is not going to get a carbon chain gets a hydrogen instead. Now this is making a hemiacetal. And here is our last one. Draw that molecule exactly the way that you see it. Don't make any changes. Take the double bond, pop it open. Now go look at your alcohol. You only have 1. Your R group is, your carbon chain is CH2CH3. That means you can add that to only 1 of the oxygens. It won't matter which one you add it to. CH2, CH3 gets added to 1 of them, and the hydrogen gets added to the oxygen so that it's an OH.